Guts and Blackpowder, a game that will give you hearing loss. Welcome to the game Guts and Blackpowder, a video game that's basically you fighting against zombies, and you're fighting in the Napoleonic era, so there's basically a bunch of gunpowder and muskets are notoriously slow, so because of that, you're going to be more often than not fighting in close combat against said zombies, unless if you're using people as human shields. Now, anyway, besides that, basically, yeah. Some people have compared this game to another game called Blood and Iron, but I mean, I can see the similarities, but it's apparently they weren't made by the same developer, which I kind of thought they were. So yeah, that was kind of funny. So basically, in the lore, there's not much lore concerning that, besides the fact that it usually starts off A, in a city, or B, during a battle, and in this case during a battle, the infected start popping out of nowhere, so the two armies have to like work together and fight the zombies, and have to overcome pride, prejudice, and the zombies. Yeah, that's a reference to a book anyway, but yeah. Now, it's pretty hard to find some lore behind the actual story of the game, like how the infected came to be and all that, but there are a few theories. Now, please don't take all of them seriously, but necessarily. One theory is that the infected drank the Grimace milkshake. They drank the Grimace milkshake, and they're now trying to kill you because they drank the Grimace milkshake. Another theory is that you got Riz and they don't, so they want your Riz. Yeah. In the game, there's around 5 different classes. Now, to access it, you simply press M, and then you click on a random one. So, for example, I click on the infantry, and here are the 5 different classes. Now, the markers above it will tell you how many people are playing as them. So in this case, there are 7 people playing as line infantry. Now there's 5 different classes. Line infantry allows you to use a musket, which is a medium to long range weapon. Officers have a short pistol, but are very quick and have the ability to inspire their troops. The seaman has a basically what's equivalent to a shotgun. The musician or piper has a fife as its main item, and that allows a reload buff. But other than that, they're basically defenseless without their saber. The sapper has an axe and a hammer. These will allow them to build fortifications and are generally more of a support class, but they can still fight. So the game usually starts with you basically spawning in with everyone else, and after that you'll follow a selected path that usually involves you blowing something up or building something or digging something, and after that you usually encounter some kind of NPC or roadblock where you have to wait for someone or something to arrive, explode, or appear, and usually this is the part where there's a last stand. Side note though, these last stands usually are very difficult and require sappers to prepare fortifications, so when someone triggers the last stand early, let's just say that he's not taken too kindly. So yeah. After you complete the last stand, usually you board some kind of boat or escape across a bridge, and then all your characters die. And then you transition to the next level. So there are 3 kinds of infected in the game. One is the normal walking infected, that basically are not a problem if it's like 1 or 2, but in large swarms, they're very much a very big problem. The second is runners, which basically can run and sprint and jump at you and are very much a problem, even alone sometimes. Bombers usually have a barrel of gunpowder that they light on fire and explode. And finally, I think this is a relatively new one, but the zombie sapper, which basically wields an axe and does a lot of damage. It's also important to note that if your character becomes infected and dies of the infection when attacked by a zombie, your character could possibly become infected with the virus and become a sprinter kind of zombie, so, or one of the runner zombies. So yeah. So yeah, that's the entirety of Guts and Blackpowder. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this new kind of video format, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to see a part 2, make sure where I talk about the updates once the updates arrive for Guts and Blackpowder, make sure to also comment if you want to see that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.